Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be doing another Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine reading. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Also join membership if you'd like to. It's the join button below the video or the link in the description box. It really helps support my channel when you guys do that. And also, there's a lot of extra messages there. I'm going to be posting all of the detailed messages about this reading there. I was going to go through them in this video, but it's just like too much, guys. So if you feel like this reading is your reading, by the way that I describe it here, then definitely join members because that's where I'll post all the additional details about this reading regarding the specifics of it. So I'm going to do my best to just describe it here because, anyways, long story short, we're gonna do it that way. Okay, guys, as always, comment, like, and subscribe if I didn't already say that, and thank you so much to anyone who decides to donate as well. Okay, getting into this reading. So, straight off the bat, guys, you can see if you are a member, you already know that this is coming from our messages last night. So I'm definitely going to say that this does look like someone trying to romantically reach back up to someone else or has written something for another person. I'm very strongly getting that with this Hierophant card here and the Knight of Pentacles. We have a lot going on about writing something, writing a letter, a note for someone. I'm beginning stuff about writing a novel, writing a book. Someone here even could be into writing poetry as well, all of those different things. I'm just saying that I was specifically hearing sitting down at a desk and writing paragraphs. This is a message about you or to you, for you, whatever this is. Divine Feminine from a Divine Masculine is what I'm getting at. Someone has put their feelings down on paper. They've written everything out. It's something of an apology, but it's also like, I'm getting it as like reminiscing about the past, explaining things. Something they're writing is just gonna put everything, like, clear everything up. It's something about clarity, whatever this message is. And they've been working on it for a long time with the Knight of Pentacles here. We talked about this last night. This is something someone's put a lot of effort into, whatever this is. They've probably rewritten it many times. I'm getting stuff about them wondering if they're being too vulnerable at certain parts, if they should like hold back certain information. They've changed it a lot, I feel. They put a lot of different things into it. They've considered many times to when to send this, how to send this. This has taken them, again, a long time to work up the courage to even consider doing this as well. But yeah, that's what I see them doing. Whatever this is like someone reaching back out to you after a very long period of time away. This person also, I keep hearing, could be at a very far distance, even miles away, or in a different time zone or different city, whenever they do choose to reach out to you. We're going to get more into like the past of this as well, because I do see in this letter, whatever this is, this person talks a lot about your past together and things that happened in the past and how they feel about them now. And it's definitely not the same way that they probably felt about them then. So as you can see right next to this, we have try again or new beginning, and we have the Hierophant card. Guys, this is talking about, do you see this here? Loyalty, we have trusting, commitment, Divine Feminine. Someone wants like a full relationship with you. Like if this is something they didn't want in the past, they want it now. They are sure that they want it now with you. And I see that in the past, this person was not interested in that, or at least it didn't come across that way in the past. And I feel like, so in the past, Divine Feminine was interested in a serious commitment. They wanted more, and this person, they didn't know what they wanted in the past. We're going to start there. They didn't know what they wanted. So that's where things get interesting, because now we see this person writing a letter, basically, because all they can think about is this Divine Feminine that they left in the past. They can't get her off their mind, you know, like they're constantly thinking about them, and they want to try again. They want to do something right this time that they didn't do right in the past. So yeah, in the past, guys, I'm seeing here that there's something about, before being able to send this message, by the way, someone had to wait for a cycle to end. There was something that had to end out. It could have even also, again, had to do with something legal, or also I was hearing something about prenuptial agreement. Someone was like divorcing someone else or something. They had to finish that up first, or they had to finish, basically Spirit would not let this person come back towards you until they had finished out all their karma, which I'm seeing is basically done at this point. They finally done it. They finally completed it all. So they're finally able to move forward with their life. And they also knew that as well. This also could have been a reason they held back in the past, was because secretly, guys, like I do say that this person was dealing with someone else at the time of you guys connecting. they had other things on their mind. They were sidetracked or distracted by something. There could have been someone else messaging them, or like this could have been an ex from the past, or also it could have been just family. They were having some sort of family issues, something that they did not tell you about, they didn't want you to know about or worry about even. I do see for many of you though, this really could have been a third party though. This was likely an ex from the past, someone that they still had some sort of connection to or something. That was someone they maybe have been talking to, and maybe that's why they didn't want to move things forward with you, because they still had something they had to clear up with this person. For some, I'm even seeing that it could have been a pregnancy as well. I don't know for all of you, but that could have been the case, or they didn't know if it was theirs and they had to figure that out and they didn't want you to know about it. Something like that. For others, it's just a family thing. Like there's something with their family, either there was a family issue going on that they had to resolve or help with, because it could have even been with money as well. Or it could have also been just their family not approving of something. They didn't want you to know that maybe you guys couldn't be together because of religious, cultural reasons. I don't know. At the time, they cared about what they thought, but I feel like this person does not care anymore. If that was a factor in the past, it is not now. Yeah, as you can see, there's something about time as well. This person, again, they had to wait for something to end before they could move forward with you. But I'm also seeing that, yeah, at the time, they didn't know, like, so you asked them, I feel, in the past to move this relationship forward into something more of a commitment at one point. You asked them, you know, the question everyone asks, like, what are we doing? And I feel like this person didn't give you a straight answer, or they took a long time to try and answer you. And for some of you, I'm even seeing that you walked away. Like if this person didn't give you a straight answer, or they were like not really sure what they wanted, you were like, all right, well then I'm gonna leave then if you don't know what you want. Like that's what I'm seeing for someone here. They walked away, but they didn't want to. I feel like no one here really wanted to walk away. It was more just kind of like, it had to happen, even though it hurt a lot. But yeah, I see that this person in the past, this masculine here, guys, he in the past left you or didn't want to be with you at the time, because I see that he wanted to keep his options open. Less significant, the same story we hear. He was in a Knight of Wands energy in the past. I do see that in the past, he was very physically attracted to you, found you extremely attractive. There's a lot of passion here, a lot of physical energy. That also could have like messed with his emotions a bit too, because he was so, I feel, physically attracted to you. He also had trouble like seeing the other reasons why he was so interested in you until maybe you guys separated, just because that was kind of like taking over his mind a lot of the time. But yeah, I see that you guys had a conversation about something related to where this connection was going, and then when you asked him this question, he was unsure. He was thinking about it. He was like, I don't know quite what I want to do yet. And I just see that you were upset, and I also see that if you like cried or something that day, this person, they remember that, and they remember making you cry, and they feel horrible for ever making you cry. Like they remember that moment. Like I keep hearing like it happened yesterday. Like they just can picture it so well. And I was also hearing like, I never meant to make you feel that way. Like, I'm so sorry. This person has so many regrets is what we're getting towards, but we'll get to that. So basically in the past, I'm seeing that this person, they pushed you away. They decided that, you know, they'd rather keep their options open or not be in a serious commitment with you at the time, because again, they could have been dealing with someone else or another situation, or I'm also getting for some of you, they just wanted to focus on their career at the time, their finances. They felt like they had to be this King of Pentacles. They needed to be successful. And, you know, they felt like being in a connection with you would probably hold them back, and they couldn't go and do that if they were with you. I'm hearing stuff about wanting to travel the world, wanting to write a book, tour different cities. And they felt like with you, they couldn't do that. For some reason, they felt like that at the time, which now they know is silly. But at the time, they felt that way, and they were like, okay, well, I can't be in a relationship if I want to do all these things with my life still. So that's why he decided to, you know, leave, walk away. And I also see, though, not only that, this person also deals with a lot of anxiety too. It's not just that they didn't want to be with you. I see that they also just have trouble expressing emotion. this person could have grown up in a family where it was just not common to express your feelings for someone, or they saw in their life that, you know, relationships never really worked out, or there was a connection in their past. I feel like someone could have had a past connection that didn't work out, and they just felt like every connection after that was going to be the same thing over and over. So they just felt like getting another relationship would just end in heartbreak again, and they didn't want to risk that. So they decided the best option would be to leave you before you left them. Because I feel like this person has like abandonment issues. It could have even been back in their history of someone else leaving them, but that's what I see here. They decided to run because they didn't know how to respond to you. It's really an emotional thing. Like, their emotions were just not there. Sorry guys, I'm looking at the window. I was supposed to have a delivery truck come and I think it went to the wrong house. One sec. All right, I don't know what's going on. Anyways, continuing. So yeah, this person left, and they also could have physically left. Like, this person, I see them even moving cities or countries. Like, they just had to get away. I feel they wanted to travel, maybe this was their plan already, but I just see them like leaving or going a far distance away from you. And again, it's because they couldn't make up their mind on something. And I do see this person was hurt when you left, like when you guys ended things. But I feel like at the time, the full brunt of it didn't hit them yet. So they were still kind of like, well, now I'm free. Like, now I can go deal with this past person, like go back to my ex or whatever, and we'll figure that out. Like, it was almost like a weight lifted for them at the time, even though they still were left with some kind of like, oh, like, it's over. Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Like, I feel like they definitely felt something that was not good at the time, but I feel like it just wasn't as much emotion as they thought, as they felt later on, because I feel like they didn't think that this would affect them that much when they left. So I see this person leaving, moving on to someone else, someone new, and then I see Divine Feminine being very upset about this, very devastated, because I feel like you felt like this was going somewhere, that you guys were going to be really in a commitment, that you guys were I feel like you just felt like this person was going to be your person. Like, I felt like you thought they were different than other people, that they showed signs that they wanted to be in a real commitment with you. They could have bought you flowers, they could have brought you things, like they could have showed that they were very trustworthy at the time, but I feel like they just like flipped a switch and just like almost became like different. Like, they stopped responding to your messages, they started acting cold and distant, and that's when they left, because again, they didn't know what they wanted at the time, and they felt like a relationship would hold them back, like it always had in the past, you know, where it wouldn't work out like it always had, or someone would always leave them, you know. So that's what I'm seeing there. But I'm also seeing too, when this person left, I see you as the Magician here. I feel like you always kind of held out hope that this would come around again, that he would come back, that something would work out. Like, I feel like someone has a very strong intuition here and deep knowing what they really want, or who they really want, and they just felt something with this person that maybe was different than any other person, and they just knew deep in their heart, they're like, one day I feel like he's gonna come back to me, one day I feel like we're gonna be together again. You just kind of had this feeling deep down, but you just like, but at the same time, I feel like you just tried to move on. You tried to move on with your life, and but this feeling always just sort of lingered in the back of your mind. So that's what I see for Divine Feminine. And then for this Masculine, guys, when they went away to deal with whoever was in their past, these family members, this other person, I just see that this person, they went through a whole lot of karma. Yeah. They basically, as soon as they stopped being with you, I feel like things just started going downhill in their life. Like, even in their career, I see workplace issues. They were having something go on in their job that was not good. There was some sort of conflict with their work or their money. I see even someone could have lost a bunch of money because of something that happened, or because of this third party trying to take their money. Guys, I really feel like this third party, like, they really were just like a gold digger. Like, this person just wanted to take this person's money. They didn't care about them emotionally. I do feel like this past person could have been like very sexual or just like fun at the time, which is again what this person was looking for originally. But they soon found out, you know, that's not all it's, what is the term? That's not all it's not talked up to be. I don't know, whatever. I was about to say knocked up to be, so that's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, they went back to their past, I feel, and they just repeated the same pattern over. They just repeated the same cycle, and they realized that. They're like, oh my God, I'm going through the same thing again. Like, I'm stuck in the same place in my life again. I'm not happy again. And they finally, I feel like finally, this person hit rock bottom at one point, and I feel like they realized, like, oh my God, like, I'm just doing the same thing, and I'm just getting the same result. Like, why did I do this? Like, I made the wrong decision. Someone realized they made the wrong decision. I'm telling you, they realized later on they made the wrong decision. And when they were in this relationship, if this was a third party, I'm saying even when they were in the relationship with this other person, at some point, they realized that they still had feelings for you. They realized that it was you that they missed, that they wanted to be with at the time. They were hoping, at night when they went to bed, they were hoping you were the one next to them in the bed. Like, it was just this realization of like, why did I do that? Like, well, look what I lost and look where I am now. I'm not happier than I was before. So that was a big turning point, I feel, for this person. And as you can see, this person went through a lot of self-growth. This person really did. All of the stuff that they went through, all the karma, all the downfalls that they went through, it caused them to have to grow as a person. And I feel like this person went through stuff that was really difficult too. Like, I'm really seeing that someone could have gotten either physically injured, lost a close friend or family member, or I'm also seeing very specific in a workplace, someone was betrayed by some sort of coworker or someone in their workplace they consider to be a friend. It doesn't have to be in the workplace necessarily, but I'm just saying someone's friend betrayed them or did something to them, and it was just awful. Like, they were just, I feel like once they left you, it was just like everything started going wrong in their life. I do see though that after all this karma, this person separated themselves from whoever these past people were, and after they did that, they started rebuilding themselves. And I see a lot about in being in nature, which this card again signifies, even gardening. I'm seeing someone got into gardening, or they got into doing something outdoors like hiking in the woods. I keep hearing stuff about renting a cabin in the woods, but I also see that as like later down the line even for some of you. But I do see this person isolating themselves for a while, kind of, I heard, going off the grid. They use this time to work on themselves. There's something about getting into either meditation, yoga, or something that's very soothing to them, something where they could kind of clear their mind. Because again, I see this person having some sort of issues with anxiety. There is something there for sure. But I just see that they really try to work on themselves mentally, physically as well. They were likely exercising, changing their health too, like changing things in their diet, because I do also see someone could have recently been diagnosed with something that they don't want to share with other people. It could have been something that kind of like was a wake-up call, like I've said in other readings, some sort of diagnosis of something, and they decided to, change their life to be better. It was just like all these things were just to wake up this person. And one of the major things that caused them to wake up was the realization of losing you and what you brought to the table that this other person never brought. Because I feel like this other person, I feel like I'm hearing like for you, like you're a very warm person, you're very kind and giving and caring, you're very empathic, you understood his feelings, you listened to him, you were there for him in maybe a way that this other person never was. I feel like this other person's very cold. They were nice at certain points, but then other times they would just be so harsh, or they would have mood swings. If they didn't get their way in terms of like finances, like if he didn't give them money for something, they would get angry. Like, I just see it like that. Whereas you were very emotionally stable, very understanding, and you never were there just for the money. Because I feel like what this person realized too is that you were with them like before maybe all their success, because I do see them now being a King of Pentacles. Like, I see them being very successful now. They could have also come into money because of a family heir as well, or like because of a will or something too, I see. But they realized that you were there for them in ways that this person never was, and ways that maybe other people in their life never were, and that you were different than every person that they've dated before. And that realization hit them really hard, guys. I'm seeing like, I see visions like of them crying at night, staying up late, looking at your photos on their phone. they could have, I'm even hearing stuff about blocking you on Instagram or unfollowing someone just because they didn't want to see your photos or something, or they tried not to look at them, but I feel like for some of you, like, they still did because they couldn't help it. They wanted to know what's going on in your life. But if they saw you with anyone else too, like, that would totally break them. Like, they had this realization. They're like, oh my God, like, I messed it up with this person that I now feel is the one. Like, I'm really seeing that now. This person realizes you're the one. Like, they were like, oh my God, like, this is the person that I was supposed to be with, because everything was right when I was with them. Like, everything was better. They made everything better, is what I'm getting. I keep hearing the message as well about masquerading. This person feels like when they were with you, they didn't give you the full extent of what they were feeling. They never said it to you. And they feel like that ruined your connection because they couldn't be honest with you with what they were feeling. Because I see it in the past, like, even though they had this other connection they were still sort of dealing with, they still had very strong feelings for you, and they still saw a future with you. Regardless of, like, whether that's right or not, like, they did have those feelings. They were there. They just didn't express them to you. And I just keep seeing this vision of someone looking into someone else's eyes and, like, seeing them cry and them feeling so horrible for making the other person cry. Like, they just feel so guilty for that moment. Like, they can just picture in their mind and they keep thinking back on it. They think back on your last conversation, what they said to you. I keep hearing stuff about trying to remember. Someone's trying to remember something when they're writing stuff down to you, trying to remember exactly what was said, like, and I just keep hearing, I hope you can forgive me, or, like, something about, like, I can never forgive myself as well. I keep hearing that too. Like, this person holds so much resentment for their actions in the past. Like, they feel like they were horrible. Like, they are so hard on themselves for that time in the past. Like, this person really gets very in their head too, and, like, they don't know how to deal with certain emotions sometimes. And, like, again, their escape is just to not answer or to run away. But I just see now they're trying to be the better person. They're trying to change after they went through some growth. And they're trying to come up with a way to fix this. I kept getting the message the other day, fixing the mess. Like, I need to fix this mess that I made. Someone wants to make it right with you, and they want you to forgive them, but they also know the extent of what they did. Like, they realize it. They feel the pain of what they caused you. Like, they know that they hurt you, and they don't forgive themselves for that easily. And they know you probably won't either. And I feel like that's why they're trying to have this slow approach to you, and they are trying to communicate something in a way that they never have before. And again, if this person struggles to communicate emotions, that's why I feel like they're writing something to you, because it's easier to hand you something written than to say it all in front of you when they don't know what to say anymore, because I feel like they get a little lost for words when they're with you. So this is their way of doing it. And again, I'm hearing stuff about poetry, Hamlet. The other day I was hearing roses are red, violets are blue. Like, just stuff about poetry. I also feel like something with flowers is significant too. Right here, you can see that as well. But yeah, this person holds a whole ton of bitterness towards themselves for what they did in the past and for how they reacted. They feel like they reacted foolishly. They feel like they reacted in a way that just made you think that, I kept hearing, I'm so sorry, like, I made you feel like you were not good enough for me, or you were less than, like, because that's so not the case. They say that everything that they said was the total opposite. It's like I keep hearing far from the truth. They want to make it right with you, and they want to tell you that everything in the past, they're like, please disregard everything I said. Like, I was wrong. I'm so sorry. Like, this person knows they were in the wrong in the past. They feel that way. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing there. And then coming forward here, guys, I do see someone is going to reach out to someone else. Someone is going to send a message. It seems soon. I don't know. Someone's going to reach out to someone. They may have, I've been hearing stuff about gifts or gift wrapped, something gift wrapped that they want to give to you. This could also be jewelry, specifically a pendant. I was seeing a vision of a pendant the other day, which is interesting because this is also a pendant. It's kind of hard to see. I don't want to knock the cards, but yeah. Something, it could be a locket, or it also could be like a crystal or stone, something about turquoise, that color, a necklace. I don't know. Someone, or it could be gold too, like the chain is gold. But yeah, with the chest here, someone wants to open up to you. I'm also getting that someone could have kept things of yours or letters they wrote to you in a chest or a box in their closet as well. And they're finally going to show them to you, whatever this is. This is something they kept from you for a long time, but they feel like they can't take it anymore. They have to tell you how they feel because they feel they're tired of looking at you online. They're tired of just thinking about you all the time and wondering and just not knowing. They're tired of it. And they just want to, they're like, you know what? I just have to do this because at some point, like, I don't know. They're like, I'm gonna, I'm gonna lose it if I don't. So that's what I'm seeing. And yeah, I do see the message being sent. I see you receiving this message, and it's going to be very emotional. It's going to really just clear the air with everything that this person's been feeling for you and thinking about you for, I feel like, a long time. Like, it's not just going to be recently they decided all this. This is going to be over a long period of time that they've been writing this. Whatever this is for you, it's very emotional. I also see this person thinking that they're putting their entire reputation on the line by doing this as well. They feel very nervous about it, putting themselves out there, because I feel like this is not something that they ever do. I'm also seeing a lot of sexual energy again. Someone is so physically attracted to you, but I'm getting messages about the fact that they don't want to come across that way right away. They really am trying to hold themselves back in that aspect. They're like, oh my God, like, I have to put myself together. Like, just get your mind out of the gutter. Like, think about, like, if they're with you when they give this to you, I feel like they can't, they're trying so hard to just, like, be, I don't know, not think about that aspect of you, because they find you very attractive, very beautiful, very physically. They're very turned on. I just keep getting that when they're with you. A lot of sexual energy, because I feel like it's also been a while for them, and like, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. They're like, oh my God, hold yourself together, like, pull yourself back. I keep hearing back and away from you, like they're trying not to get too close to you, because they know, like, they're like, they can't keep themselves together. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I have a lot more detailed messages on that, as well as many of the stuff I've talked about here. So if you're interested, definitely join members for that. Yeah. Okay, so I also see that this person plans to call you. I just keep getting something about a phone call. There's something about they changed their number, or someone changed their number here, or they're calling from a different number. I don't really know. That's just what I'm getting, but they plan to reach out to you. I really am getting by phone, whatever this is. They could send a letter in the mail as well, but I do get almost like they want to give you this letter in person. There's something about an envelope, so definitely feel like there's something written or a box of something that they want to get to you. But yeah, I'm just getting that they're just gonna let it all out, like something about spilling everything on the phone. Like, they're gonna say everything on the phone. I just see this person sitting at a desk, like, staring at the phone. They like pick it up and go to call you, and they're like, okay, maybe not. And then they go to do it again. They're like, okay, maybe this time. And there's something about calling, getting a dial tone, maybe even an answering machine. Like, I'm just seeing like someone's really close to calling you, or they keep thinking about it and they get anxious. They're so scared to do this, but like they have to. They're gonna do it. Like, they want to do it. They're gonna call you, and I feel like it's gonna be a really emotional call, or they're gonna express a lot on the phone, really let you know about a lot of different things. When they do that, I also see that they're gonna ask you to meet up in person. Very specific, really strong message I'm getting, that they're gonna ask you to meet for coffee or tea somewhere for drinks is what I'm getting really, really strongly. I keep hearing, like, are you free tomorrow night? Are you free tomorrow? Are you free tonight? Like, they're gonna ask you to meet somewhere. I'm getting that they could even bike there, wherever this is. Like, could be, I was hearing something about, I keep hearing Cafe America, Cafe Americana. You guys are going to meet at some sort of coffee shop downtown somewhere. Someone's going to bike there even, or this is a different thing. I don't know. I'm picking up on something with a bike and a bike lock, like a combination lock. Someone's going to lock their bike outside of somewhere. I don't know. But I'm also hearing fashionably late. Like, someone's going to be fashionably late to this meeting, whatever it is. So one person's already going to be sitting down and the other person's going to come in. I keep hearing someone being like, oh, like, let me show you to your seats, or like, let me show you or come to the back with me. Like, someone's saying, follow me to the back. So I feel like this is a place where you get seated. I see someone sitting in like the back corner of somewhere. And I'm getting messages about like glazed donuts, something about a Boston cream donut. So maybe this place has donuts. I did get a message about stools today too, so it could have like those sort of bar stools or something at the place, or like just wooden stools. That could also be a message for someone. And I do get that someone here orders iced coffee and then they're like, oh, do you want to try it or something? Or something about reaching across the table for someone else's drink. I do see that someone might spill their drink. I'm also getting stuff about just a bottle of water, please. Like someone saying, I'll just start with a bottle of water or a glass of water. So it could be like a sit-down restaurant even too. But I just see someone reaching across the table and being nervous and they like knock the glass or something on someone's lap. So that could be the case. I have gotten stuff about coffee stains on a shirt, so just be careful, I guess, if this is your first meeting with someone. But I just see that it's gonna go well. Like, you guys, it's gonna be a lot of expressing again his feeling sorry for everything he said, and just saying that, you know, like everything he said in the past, like he really wants to take it all back now at this point. He wants you to know that he's really changed as a person. Like, you both have. I feel like you both are going to realize the other one has changed a lot. Specific message I'm getting is perspective change. This person, again, they were a player in the past, or they like to just, you know, mess around. They left quickly. They're not going to do that anymore. Like, this person wants you to know, they're like, I have thought a lot about what I want to invest in the future now, and I want something serious. Like, they want a serious connection. And I don't think they're gonna maybe bring that up right away, because I do see this person trying to be your friend first. Like, there's something about friends first. But again, this sexual energy here is like not really making that happen for them, but they're trying. They're like, I'll be your friend first. Like, they're gonna do whatever they can do just to be with you, I feel. So if that means being friends first, like, they'll do that. But I just see that this person is picturing an entire future with you. Specifically with this card, one of the first messages I heard was like, mother of my children. Like, it's like that kind of energy. Like, this person wants to be with you in the long term. They're thinking about you in bed as well, but they're thinking about stuff like waking up in the morning with like the kids around and stuff. Like, I don't know if that's what everyone's vision is, but they have that idea with you. And one of the biggest messages I want to point out here for this person that came through very clearly is that in the past, this person put a lot of emphasis on being a man. Like, again, this could go either way, sorry guys, but like being independent and following their career goals. And they felt like career was everything. They wanted to leave like a legacy in their life. They wanted people to know who they were. They just felt like they had to just do so well in their career to be successful. But now I see that they are more successful, and now they kind of came to realize, like, I almost see someone walking home at the end of their day and they're coming the doors and then there's no one there, and they're just like, what did I do all this for? Like, they just had this moment of realization of like, this isn't making me happy. Like, I don't feel fulfilled anymore. This is not something that I need. So I'm seeing someone's whole view shifted from wanting to, you know, run the world to, all I want to do is just make someone happy. I just want to make this other person happy. And I just see that, like, this person's going to explain to you at some point. I see they explain that all they want to do is be someone to you. They want to be seen as, you know, the best, I don't know, the best husband, the best boyfriend, the best dad. Like, they just want that award. They feel like that's worth so much more. And all they want to do is have you see them in like an amazing way. They feel like that's what's way more important, is to have someone that feels like they can rely on them. Like, they want to be your rock. They want to be like the one that protects you and takes care of you and builds a home for you and like fixes the house for you, puts things together. Like, they just want to do everything for you because they feel like that's way more validating than having a career as a legacy. They feel like what's more important is like love. I was hearing that song today where it's like, measure your life in love. That song, that's what it says in the song, measure your life in love. And I feel like that's so important. It's such a big message that all the materialistic things don't mean anything if you don't have someone to share it with. Like, at the end of your life, are you really going to be like, oh my God, look how much money I have in my bank account? Like, well, that was so important. Like, I don't know. I just feel like at the end of your life, like, you think about all the people that you love, right? Like, and all the lives you touched. that's more important than the money you've made. So that's what this person finally realized. And I was hearing that song, I want to be somebody to someone, no, I want to be somebody to someone, someone to you. Yeah, and in that song it also says, I believe that you could lead the way. And I feel like this person now realizes, in terms of their career goals and everything, it's not like they have to do it alone. They feel like they can grow with you because they feel like you are independent and hardworking like them even. And now they realize, they're like, oh my God, like this person, I feel like you've already taught them things, like you've already taught them something, and they feel like they could learn more from you, and they feel like you guys could like lead together. Like again, power couple of things. But I feel like this person feels like you are like a leader, like you are very independent, like you would make a good wife or a good mother figure, like you would be able to push this person and help them grow in ways that they never could by themselves. Like they just see you as important to their life now. Like it's not like you're just there, like you offer so much. I feel like they see that now. And I just keep getting, it's like above everything in their life, all they want to do again is make you happy, is be there for you, is to be seen as someone by you. Like I don't know, that's just what someone wants. I also heard no looking back now. I heard start of something new, and the part of the song where it says, I never knew that it was happening till it happened to me. I never knew before, but now it's easy to see, right? Like someone couldn't see it before, but now they see it. It's like, I'm hearing that song, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles are in my way. See, like you, I feel like you opened this person's mind up. Like you awoke this person. Literally, you turned on the lights in their head and they were like, oh my God, I had the realization of my life. I don't know why. Yeah, this person's like, oh my God, like I just know what I want now. And I'm also hearing bearing it all, I'm putting my soul in your hands. Like they are just, yeah, they're done, guys. Like they're done. They're like, this is what I want. I just know at this point. And they just hope that you want it too. And I keep saying like they're just hoping you feel the same way. And after this coffee date, guys, I do see a walk in the park as well, something about a waterfall. This could be a later date or it could be right after. But I'm getting something about walking the park. This person keeps trying to hold your hand. They really want to hold your hand. Like I just keep getting like someone's trying to grab your hand or hold your hand. I'm also seeing though like someone grabbing your hand and like turning to face you and looking right in your eyes and saying something to you like, I messed up, or like I made such a huge mistake. I also am hearing that someone's like, oh my God, I was so stupid. Like I just keep getting, I was so stupid. I was so selfish. Like, why did I do that? Like I just get, they were really hard on themselves. I'm also hearing that song. I keep hearing that one song. It's like, happiest year of my life. And it's like, that's what stupid people do. If you listen to that song, it's so, it relates exactly to this message of realizing that they messed up and they had the best thing when they were with you, and they want that again. They miss that. So yeah, I see a walk in the park, and I keep hearing something like, I never thought I would do this. Like, they never thought they would get married to someone maybe, or they never thought that they would feel this way about someone, but they do with you. And again, I keep hearing that message about friends first. Like, they don't want to rush things with you. But at the same time, again, they're like, oh my God. I do see, though, there's something about, like, giving in. They're like, oh my God, I said I wouldn't do this right away. But, like, you guys might, like, I don't know, maybe hook up right away or something, or get together right away physically. And you didn't mean to. You're like, oh, well, we're just really in love. I don't know. It's something like that. Like, I just feel like you guys were like, oh, we're going to take it really slow. And then, like, 5 minutes later, it's like, oops, well, we tried. Something like that. But I see it though. It's so, I just keep hearing it's different this time. It's different this time. Like it's not the same as it was. Your connection's going to be so different. You're both you're different people than you were in the past. Like I just feel like you're both different, and it's in a good way. And it's something about, you're going to talk about the fact that like it was almost a good thing that it didn't work out the first time, because now it's so much better. And like he's such a different person. Again, when I say he, remember you can take it either way. That's what I'm getting. And I also am hearing that song by Justin Bieber where it's like, you give me purpose. I don't know how it goes. You give me purpose, though. Like, this person feels like, I'm hearing you're the reason for living. Like, I don't know, guys. This person just feels like they can like they can do life with you. Like they just feel like there's a reason now that they're doing all this. Like, and I also feel like that's the other thing. They're making all this money and doing all this work, but they didn't have anyone to share it with. But with you, they feel like they're doing it for you and for their family and like for your future. Like they feel like they have a purpose if they're with you. Yeah, that's what I see. It's a very sweet message. So yeah, and again, this person, I'm telling you again, if you're not pregnant or if you're like in that age, I feel like they're interested in that for sure. This person's thinking about it a lot. They want children with you. I very strongly get that. But I also see that if you guys have different views on that, like there's something about them being open to other options. Like they, in the past, if you guys had like issues with that, like as in like maybe different views of children or something, like I see that this person, like they're putting you above everything. Like they're like, if you don't want that, like we can like look into adoption, or like we can just, I don't know, like we can not do that, we can just travel the world. Like they just want to make you happy in whatever way possible. But I do see they really do want a family. This person could have a kid already with someone else. I don't know. That just comes out sometimes, but other times it doesn't. I don't really know. Like maybe they just maybe it's a nephew or someone they help take care of sometimes. I don't really know, but I do see that in someone's future, like maybe even adoption or something, if it's not like your own child. But this person, yeah, they think about it. Or just the act of it again. I don't know. Okay, I also get this other message too here. This is like more of a, I feel like a past message for someone. There's something about seeing you like online in a photo. This could be a specific message for someone. And they saw you and like, or even they saw you in real life maybe, I don't know, or in a photo. It was like at a family gathering or something, or at someone else's wedding, or like they saw you in a photo with like family members, or at someone else's wedding, like at some sort of like I forget what I was hearing, like significant event, an event with like many people. Or just like a milestone in someone's life, like an anniversary, a wedding, like something like that. But they saw you with like, maybe I keep hearing like your parents or something, or they saw you with like all dressed up, like, and then that photo, I feel like it, like I'm hearing is like the trigger. It was like the thing that just like flipped the switch for them. They were like, oh my god, whatever this was that they saw, they were like, it hit like a heartstring or something. It was almost like they felt like I was supposed to be there with them that day, or like I wanted to be with them when they did stuff like that, or something about your parents even, like they felt like they were supposed to meet your parents one day, or I don't know, they just felt like they should have been there with you, and they thought you looked beautiful is what I'm hearing in the photo, whatever this was. They thought you looked amazing. Like they were like, wow, she looks flawless. Like, oh my god, they were just blown away by this picture. Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'm just gonna say they might have looked at it too much as well, but they were just looking at this picture like, oh my god, that's my wife. Like, they were like, I'm gonna marry this person. I don't know, that's my husband, that's my wife. They were like, holy crap, they look so good in this photo. And also, but it wasn't just that again. It was like something about the photo just hit them really hard. And it was also like a memory too. It was just the way you were smiling in the photo, or the way you looked in the photo. It was something about it. Or just, it was just a specific time in the day, maybe when they saw it, they were really vulnerable with their emotions, and it just was the turning point. They were like, oh my god, like, why am I not doing something about this? And that was also the time they realized that they need to stop stalking you if they're just looking at your photos online, and they need to take action. I'm also hearing something about following through. Like they've been planning on reaching out to you for a long time, but they've just never done it. And I feel like they're like, oh my god, like, get yourself together. Like, I need to actually reach out to this person. I need to stop saying I'm gonna do it and then never doing it. And yeah, again, like, I don't know, something about this picture, it changed this person's view, or it just hit them at the right time, you know, when that happens. Like, sometimes something happens in your life at the very perfect moment, and it just changes your view on things. Like, the smallest little thing happens. And I keep hearing stuff about following someone on Instagram, someone else not following someone on Instagram, something about Instagram keeps coming out. But yeah, you could also have long hair too in the photo, like something about long hair, or be wearing a dress in the photo. I was hearing, I don't know what else I was hearing. Yeah, anyways, so that's what I'm seeing. I was also hearing like very sexy as well. This person is so physically attracted to you. Like, if you're worried about that, like, don't worry, trust me. They are like, yeah, I'm hearing in love with you. They're obsessed with you. they are obsessed, by the way. If you thought that they weren't, like, I'm just seeing that it's just grown stronger over time. Like, they just have this obsession with, like, looking at your profile, and they try not to and whatever. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, ultimately, in the past, they thought they'd be better off leaving you and, you know, going with this person from the past, or just keeping their options open. But they realized that is not what they want at all. They learned their lesson. They definitely did, because I'm seeing they went through a full karmic cycle. Like, guys, this person went through it. They experienced rock bottom. And I'm also hearing something about you being here for them as well. It's something about you saying, like, I'll be here for you. Like, if you need anything. Like, it's almost like, even though you were upset with this person at one point in your life, like, I see almost like you were like, well, like, I'll still be there for you, like, if you ever need anything. Like, you're almost like still nice to this person even after they hurt you really bad. Like, you were still nice. And I feel like that's something they notice about you that they never saw in, like, any of their exes. Like, they just felt like the way you handled something was really profound. I'm hearing profound. I'm hearing independent. I don't know. But very just, like, strong. Like, you were a very strong person. Like, the way you just kind of carried yourself. They also feel like you moved on really well with your life. Like, even if you didn't, like, I feel like they from the way they see it, they're like, oh my god, like, she just, like, did her thing, like, moved right on, is so happy, look at her living her life. But yeah, so they're really impressed by you, I feel. And yeah, I see on whatever this coffee date is, someone's going to be very open, very vulnerable. I'm even getting, like, making jokes as well. There's something about, like, joking around or laughing about something. Maybe I'm getting reminiscing. Like, you're going to reminisce on past things you guys did together. You're going to talk about certain things. There's going to be a lot of healing going on. A lot of discussion about, yeah, things that happened in the past. And you can see right here, it says return, guys. Someone is definitely returning from your past, I feel, to let you know how they really feel. There's a lot of healing energy, and it's a wish fulfillment as well. Not just healing, it's wish fulfillment. And there's something about Spotlight still coming out. I don't know what that's about. Fame, Spotlight, TV. Maybe that's future for you guys. Something about a podcast you start together, or I don't know, like, you do something in the spotlight, or this person wants to put you in the spotlight somehow, and they want to do something really nice for you after you guys reconcile. Something along those lines. Alright guys, I actually think I'm going to end the video here. If you liked the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. By the way, if you find this to resonate with you, please join members, because I have, like, way too many channel messages for today. Like, there's a lot that I didn't even touch on in here. Very specific details, like, even numbers. Like, I'm getting different numbers. I'm getting different time frames even. Yeah, very specific messages. So if you're interested, also more songs as well. And yeah, just more, a lot more. So if you want, join members. There should be a very long channel message, members message tonight. So yeah, if you're interested, do that. It helps support my channel. I really appreciate when you guys do that, and you get access to all the other messages as well, and it goes back very far. So yeah, I'll definitely do that if you're interested. And yeah, if you want to donate too, I always have the donation PayPal link below, and I have an Amazon wishlist as well if you don't have PayPal, or you can just donate on YouTube. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, it's a very exciting video, so I hope you guys let me know, keep me posted what's going on in your lives, leave a comment, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Right, bye.